No. You ain't falling today, my friend. Oh, someone went crazy with the eyeliner. Oh, and a pimple. Good. Losing light. Oh my god. Are you focused? Are you focused? Good. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. That's all the students that are graduating. Rude. Okay, cover up those bottom straps. Good. Okay, hi guys. I'm gonna have to do this video quickly because the light is going. The sun, she is setting. So basically, this is my second to last day in Chicago. So today is Friday. I leave on Sunday night. Firstly, I wanted to apologize about the lack of videos. I have heaps of footage. I just haven't had a chance to edit them with finals and performance week and manifest. I just haven't had a chance. So we're going to do another D&M video. I've started packing. Although the more I pack, the more mess I make. Go figure, the more shit I find. Today was manifest, which if you are not from Chicago or go to Columbia College and you do not know what that is, it is literally one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. Essentially, it's the last day of classes for the academic year, and it's this huge festival kind of street thing that is put on to celebrate all the graduates, all the students that are graduating that year, and just to celebrate all the different departments and all the cool things that we do. They call it like an urban arts festival, and they block off like part of the street, all the different Columbia buildings, because they're scattered throughout downtown of Chicago, get opened up, and all the students' works get put on display. So if you go to the like interactive media building, which is essentially gaming, you can play the games that the students have created. In the theatre building, a play that I wrote, guys, I wrote a play, was put on. I got to hold auditions, got to cast it, got to rewrite it, got to rewrite it a few times. I got to direct it as part of my class, which is really cool. And you can go see, like, there's like a tap performance, there's scenes from the musicals that have been put on during the year. It's really cool. And all the departments do this, so the fashion department, the film department, the writing, like, they all open up and kind of showcase what they got. In the morning though, because that happens in the afternoon, in the morning is like the manifest convergence sort of thing. So all the graduates that want to like walk, so like go and do this whole procession thing, like march with this marching band and this bus and this guy called Mark Kelly, who I don't actually know what his job is, but he's really enthusiastic and motivational, and he has these speeches that's like, hell yeah, we're gonna do it, hell yeah, that sort of stuff. They come down this bus. Now, my class, Site-Specific Design and Performance, was in charge of creating, designing, building and putting together the spectacle, so the street performance that happens just after the graduates arrive, but right before all the big concerts, because they have this main stage of all these artists. Before those, I got British there for a second, those concerts start. Not only us creating a storyline, not only us creating costumes and props and exercises and platforms and mini sets for, I think it was like over 200 freshman students that have to do this theatre foundations class, and this was part of their class. We also got to build 2 ginormous puppets. One that nearly ended up being, I think it was 19 feet tall, nearly 20 feet tall. The other one was about 16 feet tall. The dimensions changed quite a bit, but it's somewhere around there. And the 16-foot tall one, I got to puppeteer. I was the front, got to control the sword and the hand. The 20-foot tall one, we put on this huge like cherry picker machine, and it was huge, and all this fabric. I've never had so much fun while being so sweaty and stressed at the same time. We got killer jumpsuits. So much fun. So if you are thinking of coming and studying at Columbia, I highly recommend it, or at least make sure that you are here to either graduate or just to witness that spectacle, because it was amazing. So much money gets put into it, so much time gets put into it. It's really well done. It's not this like cheesy thing. It's just so much fun. It is a bit cheesy, but it's still so much fun. So that was today. And I've started, like I said, I started packing, and then it kind of dawned on me that I am actually leaving. I don't know when I'm coming back. in 2 days. Okay, I promised myself I wasn't gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Sorry for you vegans out there, it's about to get cheesy. When I think back to like, before I left, this crazy girl, I cannot believe how scared I was and how many chances there were that I nearly didn't come. Even before deciding to come and tossing it over, there was a lot of times of me going, no, I won't go, for a number of different reasons. And then I moved past that and I decided to go, and honestly, I was absolutely terrified about coming here. I would dread like the days going fast because that means I was going to have to leave soon. I would lie in bed, barely sleeping, panicking, crying, not even being able to articulate why I was so scared. Just dreading the fact that I was going to go and freak out and not know what to do. Be so far away from everyone that I usually use as my like support network, and my mum, and food that's already made in the fridge, and all that jazz. Ooh, cute people walking down the street. Hello. Don't want to leave. Oh my god. So, hi. And to think I was so scared and so nervous about spending 4 months, which is the longest time I've ever spent away from home. And now standing here on the other side and realizing how stupid that was. Like not stupid, because I feel like I needed to feel that fear in order to come, because I feel like if it didn't scare me, I wouldn't have come, because it wouldn't have excited me. But I just remember freaking out about all the things that I had to do before I left, and slowly one by one they all started getting ticked off, and then before I know it, the only thing left to do was get on the plane. And I was 100% certain I was going to get on that plane and panic and freak out and like have to go back. Like part of my mind was set like that's what's going to happen. Like all the money that I spent, all the stress, it was just going to all fall apart because I was going to freak out. I'm not crying. Ha. And then I get on the plane and I'm fine, and then I get on the long trip. So once Adelaide to Sydney, I was fine. Sydney to Dallas is the really long one. It's like a 16-hour flight. And then I remember like watching a movie and then suddenly becoming self-aware again of that I was on a plane and where I was going, and being like, oh yeah, I can do this. Like I can travel, like this is fine. And then I get there and I meet my roommates and they're lovely, and I go to orientation and meet these 5 Irish students that have literally changed my life since I met them. Mwah, 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 mwah. You guys know who you are. And then I start my classes, and I start meeting people in my classes, and then I start meeting friends of friends, and then I met these awesome people that live near me. Again, you know who you are, that have been like my family here, and I cannot even like think about how I have not been friends with these people my entire life. I love you guys. I'm not getting into this, but you know I do. Come to Australia. Come to Australia. I have learned so much from my classes, from my fellow students, from my friends here, from just living in this country, from having to live by myself and like actually remember to do the washing, because having a panic on like a Monday morning and having no underwear and then being like, oh shit, I should have done the washing. Learning that. I just learned so much about myself. I know like I'd set myself goals of things I wanted to like discover before I left, but before I came back. And some of those things I have answers for. Some of them have no idea. What am I doing for my rest of my life? No idea. Okay, stop. But this has literally been the best experience of my life. Besides when I first discovered what food was. I feel like that's number 1. And then this is number 2. Oh, Chipotle. Okay, it's one of the best experiences of my life. And I guess this is where the cheesiness comes in, but I was so scared about coming. So scared. So that if you're watching this and you were scared about anything, you can do it. You are stronger than what you think you are. You are more capable than what you think you are. And you know, failing is not the worst thing. Not crying. Kiao, you're so cool. You cried to yourself to a goddamn camera. The biggest thing I've learned is that failing is not the worst thing. Freaking out and turning around is not the worst thing. It's not getting on that plane in the first place. It's not going out there and at least trying. I cannot express enough how much the students at Columbia and just, you know, people that I met in general, they have this sense of like capability. Yes, there were more like performance opportunities in Chicago than there are in Adelaide, of course, but there's some students that are like college Monday to Friday. In the like early evenings they're doing rehearsals, and then late at nights they're doing shows for these outside theatre companies or their own theatre companies or their own business of work, and then on weekends they work. Like the amount of stuff that people just go out and do. And yes, they might come to class and then fail a bit in class the next morning, or try this play and it's a shitty play and whatever, but they're doing these things. And if you had told me 5 months ago that I would have written 3 plays, built 2 ridiculously tall big puppets, gone to Coachella, seen New York, became best friends with people from Ireland where I've never been, I would have literally laughed in your face and been like, no way, Jose. But it happened. So I am truly lucky for being able to come on this journey, because I feel like I'm a completely different person because of it. And I am so glad that I did. So, to anyone that I've met here, whether it be you be in my class, or I drunkenly sang to you at a party, or we always catch the red line together, or you are my neighbour, to all of my friends that I've made here, if you ever come to Australia, 100%, I will show off my country to you like you have never seen a country shown off before. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but come, even if it's like 5, 10, 15 years from now, please hit me up on Facebook, because I would be so excited to show you out. And so many people have asked me if I'm coming back to Chicago. Oh my god, I want to. Every fibre of my being does not want to leave right now. Oh, if the Chicago weather could do what it does best and create a shit ton of snow over a couple hours and stop the plane, that would be great. I want to be here for the summer. I wish I was here for the summer. I have to go back and graduate. That old chestnut. So you will hear this terrible Australian accent soon. I don't know when, but I want to come back or come to Australia, because our weather's just a wee bit nicer than yours. Sorry guys. So that's it. In terms of, what are you, a fucking crab? In terms of YouTube videos, I am planning to continue doing some YouTube videos. I have a few different ideas of the future. Like I said before, I have heaps of footage of stuff that I've been doing the last month of Chicago that I just haven't edited, so they will be coming out as well. I even have mum and dad rolling around on segways throughout Chicago, so keep an eye out for that. I will continue them as like a hobby thing, so people in Chicago, you can still see my beautiful pimply face. And I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone back home, that if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have been able to come in the first place. Mum and dad, obviously, but even like my friends who I would cry to and be like, what am I going to do? Who am I going to talk to? No one's going to want to be my friend. If it wasn't for you guys pushing me, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So really, mwah, I'll see you guys soon. So yeah, I'm running out of words. I'm so tired. I reckon I've had like 6 hours sleep for the last 2 nights altogether. Okay, what time is it? Oh, I gotta go. Okay. And the sun is going, but thank you to everyone in Chicago. Thank you. Mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah. Ooh, I don't want to go. I'm not crying. Little babies. Puppies. Bye.